Welcome back, people, to Northside LDN, and today we've got a lot of news. Arsenal looks like Kieran Tierney's out for the rest of the season. We always got other players as well that are out. It looks like a lot of key players and players that look like they were key for Arsenal to get top four. Looks like a lot of them are going to be out for the season or out for vital games this season. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's get into the biggest headlines. Let's get into the injury news. Let's go, caramba. And the banter club continues after getting smacked up by Crystal Palace. We've got more and more bad news. Players being injured, players out for the season, and I'm just sick of it and done with it, to be honest. Like, I just want the season to be over. I mean, I wanted the season to be over when, we dropped out the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, but here we are. It is what it is, people. But listen, make sure you hit the likes and subscribe, so you're always notified every time we drop a new video. Let's get straight into the first headline. We've got Tierney. Looks like Tierney's out for the season. Sky Sports have been reporting on it. Arsenal defender Kieran Tierney set to miss the rest of the season and will undergo a knee surgery. So, yeah, not looking too good for Kieran Tierney at the moment. Kieran Tierney will need knee surgery, which sidelined him for Arsenal's defeat against Crystal Palace. The left back is a doubt for Scotland's World Cup playoff with Ukraine in June. Arsenal have Nuno Tavares to cover for the 24-year-old. Yeah, well, we know how that went. That was great, isn't it? Nuno Tavares. Yeah, great. The Portuguese sprinter, bruv. This guy is dead. Yeah, he should have been a winger. Since he loves attacking so much, should have been a winger. We don't have any decent cover for Kieran Tierney at the moment. Tavares just showed against Crystal Palace, with all due respect to Crystal Palace, I mean, he still couldn't keep up. But yeah, Kieran Tierney had been playing with discomfort in the area before he joined up for international duty, and subsequently played every minute of Scotland's friendlies against Poland and Austria. Mikel Arteta was said to say that the situation was not positive, and Arsenal have confirmed that he will go for an operation. So listen, we're without Kieran Tierney. Obviously, he wasn't there. He wasn't available for selection against Crystal Palace. And we definitely need him. And we definitely missed him. And the fact that, we brought in Tavares and he's nowhere near good enough is shocking. I mean, I'm not expecting any and every player that comes into the Premier League to just kick off and play excellently straight away. But come on, man. We need better than this. We need better than this. What we saw from Tavares was just ridiculous, like absolutely ridiculous. He's not good enough, and now we're forced to play Tavares because Tierney's out. Looks like Tierney's out. He's done. We won't be seeing him this season, and we've got some tough games, some tough fixtures. We definitely needed Tierney. 100% we needed Tierney, and now we don't have that option. So it's just, it's just not the one, is it? It's really not the one. I wish we had adequate cover, but we don't. We don't have adequate cover. Not like the right-hand side. I mean, the right-hand side, there's better options. They're not world-class options, but we have, Tomiyasu, we have Cedric. In the left-hand side, we're just really poor. Really, really, really poor. But that's the headline. Kieran Tierney is out for the rest of the season. And it looks like Tavares is going to have to be playing week in, week out. And I'm not excited. I'm not excited to see what Tavares is going to be doing. If I see another shambolic performance from Tavares, like, my guy's just come in. And this is the level of defending. Like, since Tavares has come from Benfica to Arsenal, I've yet to see him have actually a good performance. I haven't seen any good performances from him so far. It's just shocking, man. It's absolutely shocking. But what can we do? We can only go with what we can go with. So, yeah, I mean, let's get into another headline. More negative news surrounding Arsenal. More bad news. Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey injury, a big concern for Arsenal, says Mikel Arteta. And yeah, it looks like Partey is now out as well for a while. Thomas Partey's got said to have a thigh injury. He's been assessed at the moment ahead of the weekend after aggravating his thigh during Monday's night match against Crystal Palace. So, I mean, that's something that's still being looked at. And we don't know yet if he's in contention to play against Brighton, but we definitely need him. I mean, as a CDM, the only other cover we have is Elneny, and this is the problem. And this is why I get my back up against this youth project and all the rest of it, and the way Mikel Arteta is rebuilding this squad. It's like, bro, what kind of bukkadi is this, bro? Like, we don't have adequate cover at left back. You brought in a left back that can't defend, absolutely shambolic. Was to blame for the first goal conceded against Crystal Palace. The second goal as well, I don't know what he was doing either. Not that Gabriel helped him by playing flipping like he was ice skating at flipping Alexandra Palace. I don't know what's going on. Like, man thought he was at Ali Pali. Like, I don't know what's going on. But then again, Thomas Partey, well, who's the cover that we got for him? We've got Torreira that's out, looking like he's going to leave, out there in Fiorentina in Italy. We've got Elneny. He's decent, he ain't world class. We know Brighton like to attack. Is he going to be able to, be able to handle Brighton, their high press, the way they're going to try and bring the game to us? I don't know. Sorry, listen, I don't know. But Partey being injured, I mean, he didn't have the greatest game against Crystal Palace. I think he was one of our worst players on the pitch, but we don't have the options. And why don't we have options? Because this manager ruined the January transfer window by chasing a striker that was never interested, never did the business that was needed to do. And people write it off as, oh, well, Man United didn't do any business, so Arsenal don't have to do any business. And this is the bucaria that we're left with. This merda. A starting lineup that isn't really that great. And to be honest, I didn't believe would get into the top four. And then we've got a bench that's even worse. We've got a championship level bench, trying to get into the top four. We don't even have listen, it is crazy. I mean, what can we do? Thomas Partey, he's in doubt whether he can, be there for Arsenal against Brighton this weekend. And it is what it is. We only got ourselves to blame. The so-called positive fans have only got themselves to blame, because all this positive BS they keep screwing up about, it took Klopp 4 or 5 years and all this crap. No world-class player would have built the squad the way this manager's built this squad. This ain't good enough. This is shambolic. This is pathetic. You know what I mean? Like, it is ridiculous. Like, the left back that we bought ain't good enough. We haven't replaced the CDM. Yeah, we've got a centre midfielder that can't create. We never replaced Santi Cazorla, and we're still going with Granit Xhaka as if he's ever been good enough. We've got a striker that doesn't bang any goals. We've got youngsters that are got all the pressure to carry a team that they should never be carrying. They should be on the bench, learning from experienced players, guiding them through the crunch times, guiding them through the hard games like we had against Crystal Palace. That is what should be It should be happening at Arsenal. But no, we do everything reverse. And now we've got two vital players, two players that were key in us getting top four, are now out. Do you know what I mean? We don't know how long Thomas Partey is going to be out. And Tierney, he's out for the whole season. So listen, it is what it is, people. I don't have anything positive to say. I haven't seen any positive news. But listen, away from the injury list a little bit, let's get into this headline. Another player linked with Arsenal, and it's Dembele. Dembele's been linked with Arsenal Football Club. Apparently, he's a target for £135 million. I don't see how that is even possible. And yeah, they're just saying that the French international is out of contract with Barcelona in a few months, and is now, and as of now, no extension is looking probable. For me, too injury prone. I don't need an injury prone player here at Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? He's the type of player that we just need to, get away from. I don't think he's the type of player we should be investing in my opinion. And if he's not good enough for Barcelona, why should he be good enough for Arsenal? I want players. If we're taking players from, major big institutions, big teams, I want players that, that are going to be reluctant to leave. I want their starters, not players that they're more than happy to let go. I mean, Dembele, 24 years old, French international. In the Europa League, he's had 4 appearances, no goals or assists. In La Liga, he's had 13 appearances, 1 goal, 10 assists. I mean, that's not that great, is it? In the Champions League, 3 appearances, no goals or assists. In the Copa del Rey, one appearance, 1 goal. Not for me, especially for the amount that's being quoted. I mean, the transfer mark's got him valued at 27 million. Obviously, with all the injuries and everything that's gone on since he made the move from Dortmund to Barcelona, is obviously his stock has dropped. You can obviously play right wing or left wing, and I definitely believe we need to keep Pepe, and we need another winger. So we have 2 wingers to rotate with Martinelli and Saka, but I don't believe that Dembele is that guy. When I see players like him, I'm not saying the boy ain't talented, because he definitely is talented, but at the end of the day, I see him too many times. I see him getting injured, being out for too many games of the season, and for me, it's just not good enough. I want better than that, in my opinion. But yeah, that's just my opinion on Dembele and on the Dembele story. But Dembele's been linked to Arsenal. So listen, leave it in the comments. What do you think? For me, not good enough. Not good enough. Also, Wilfried Zaha. Yeah, Wilfried Zaha being linked to Arsenal. Like, these links are, honestly, they make me laugh. Like, based off of what? Like, where is this link coming from? And this is the funny thing, coming from the Sun, you already know to take all their reports with a pinch of salt. Arsenal on red alert with Crystal Palace to open transfer offers for Wilfried Zaha with Elise and Eze, the future. First of all, why would Crystal Palace be so stupid as to let go of their 2 best youngsters and their best goal scorer? Like, how does that make any sense? Like, how does that make any sense? Why would they do that? You know what I mean? They're going through a rebuild over there, a proper rebuild that doesn't need 101 players and a £1 billion spent to actually have a constant style of football. And, and they're getting results there. 60 mil spent by Patrick Vieira for Crystal Palace, and they're looking decent. When you look at money versus the value that they're getting, I mean, he's doing a great job. Our manager needs £250 million and another 200 million just to flip in, have a style of play. So it's ridiculous. So listen, it is what it is. Wilfried Zaha being linked to Arsenal. The Sun is reporting. I mean, let's have a look at Wilfried Zaha's stats. Let's have a look at his stats. Let's have a look at the stats. Right, he's 29 years old, Ivory Coast international. So far in the Premier League, he's had 25 appearances, 10 goals, 1 assist. So that's not that great, especially for somebody that's 29. Like, his development years is done. 10 goals, that's not good enough for me, bro. Especially for the amount of money. I mean, last time we went in for Pepe, how much was he getting valued? Like 80, 70 mil? And they know they can't get that much for him now. What's he going to cost? 50 mil? 40 mil? I mean, he is Crystal Palace's best player. We can just do better. There's no point getting a player that's, on the wrong end of his 20s for me. I don't need a player that's 29. Basically, if you get him next season, he's already 30. It makes no sense. In the FA Cup, he's got 2 appearances, a goal and an assist, which isn't bad. And then in the Carabao, 1 appearance, 0 goals, 0 assists. But in the Premier League, I mean, 25 appearances, 10 goals, 1 assist. Man. Nah, not good enough for me. Sorry, not good enough. I believe we need better. We need players that are, 25, 26 in their prime, ready to give us, their prime years, ready to kick on, ready to fight for the league. Those are the type of players I want to see. I don't want to see Wilfried Zaha's and a man like that. Like, his time has, came and gone. I know Unai Emery was interested in him. Obviously the club went for Pepe. It is what it is, man. I don't really, take all these stories with a pinch of salt. For me, all these things, I'm just reporting what's out there. Take it with a pinch of salt. And yeah, it is what it is. I'm kind of sick and tired of this, Wilfred Zaha story. Like, literally, these journalists are so boring, always regurgitating the same old dead stories, like from every transfer window. Like, how old is that link? Like, but this is what they got. This is what they do. This is what they do. Another big headline is this guy here, Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah being linked to West Ham. West Ham register interest in signing Arsenal star Eddie Nketiah after twist. Obviously, the 22-year-old, his contract is expiring in the summer. And obviously, West Ham need another striker. They only got Antonio at the moment that, fights to get into their first team. They haven't got really great rotation. And obviously Nketiah is going to be able to be a free transfer. So listen, maybe they could get the best out of Nketiah. Who knows? I don't know. I don't really know if that would be a good fit for West Ham going through Nketiah. But it is what it is. I mean, apparently the Bundesliga as well has been interested. There's been a couple of teams in the Bundesliga interested in him as well. I don't know what to make of that. That's up to West Ham if they want to go for him. For me, I don't think he's good enough for Arsenal, but I will give him props where props is due in terms of the last match. I think when he came on, he was driving forward. He almost scored a screamer that hit the crossbar. So yeah, man, I mean, the boy, he has some ability. I just don't think he's good enough at the elite side of the game. And I know this team is miles away from being elite, but for where we're trying to get to, I don't think Nketiah is good enough. And if he was, this manager should have signed him up to a contract, which he hasn't, and now he's going to be able to walk free. Another player able to walk free. How many freebies are coming out of Arsenal? I don't know. But this is what we do. We just give people freebies. People can just leave for nothing. Literally, like, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Another player leaving on a freebie is Elneny. Elneny here being linked with a move away from Arsenal. It looks like Arsenal are going to let him leave on a free. It's being reported to by Fabrizio Romano. And Elneny is another player leaving on a free. I mean, listen, this is ridiculous. And all the top gooners saying, oh, yeah, well, we've got to make savings. Savings, really? When are we going to ever recoup on the most expensive bit of the transfer, which is what we fork out for these players? When are we going to actually get money back in for some of these players? Because we're just releasing everyone on a freebie. Everyone's going out on a flipping freebie. It's an absolute joke. Nketiah, Elneny, flipping, I bet Torreira's going to go out on a freebie. Do you know what I mean? Lacazette going out on a freebie. Aubameyang went out on a freebie. We weren't really a freebie because we had to pay flipping the rest of his wages for the rest of the season, plus 10 mil or whatever it was reported, to get him out of the club. It's ridiculous, man. It is absolutely ridiculous the way this club is run. I don't see any other club, no other elite club, allowing assets, whether big or small, to leave constantly on a free. And people say, oh, but who are we going to get to buy? Bro, at the end of the day, if when I saw Liverpool being able to get rid of Solanke for flipping 25 mil, that guy's never kicked ball in the Premier League before, to Bournemouth, for 25 mil, how the hell can we not sell our duds? Do you know what I mean? Chelsea have no problem getting rid of their duds. You know what I mean? The only problem is Arsenal and Man United. And I don't care about Man United because I ain't a Man United supporter. But this is a joke thing, man. Absolute joke thing. Elneny about to leave on a free. Like, this club's got no ambition, man. This club literally has no ambition. Ain't moving forward. Ain't on nothing, man. This club is just PR, merchandise. They ain't on nothing, man. And then people say we ain't got enough money. We ain't got enough money because we don't recoup what we spend. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at another player that's been linked to Arsenal. Another player that's been linked to Arsenal. Hold on, let me get this up now. Here he is. Next player being linked to Arsenal Football Club is Nkunku. Nkunku, the RB Leipzig striker, attacking midfielder. He can play both positions. He's 24 years old, French international. He's had 2 appearances in the Europa League, 1 goal, 0 assists. In the Bundesliga, he's had 28 appearances, 16 goals, 13 assists. Then in the Champions League, he's had 6 appearances, 7 goals, 2 assists. And in the DFB Pokal, he's had 4 appearances, 3 goals, and 2 assists. Listen, he's doing bits. He's doing bits. I can't lie. He's performing well. I think his stats in the DFB Pokal has been really good. I think his stats also in the Champions League is looking very promising. And definitely his Bundesliga stats is looking very good. I haven't really watched him that much. I think the only time I watched him was one time in the Champions League. I saw Nkunku play against Liverpool. I think it was RB Leipzig against Liverpool. And I like what I saw. And he was the only one looking like he was on it that day. I think it was against Liverpool. Was it against PSG? Maybe it might have been PSG. I can't even remember. But I remember watching him for a game in the Champions League, and he looked really good. Very fast, very technical. He actually scored that game. I think he scored a brace, but RB Leipzig still lost. So from the very little I've seen of him, I like the look at him. I like the look of him. I mean, 28 appearances, 16 goals, 13 assists is a very good return. Very good return. 29 goal involvements in 28 games, in 28 appearances is a very good stat. And obviously we know he's playing in a Bundesliga. That league is not, as good as the Premier League, but maybe he's ready for the step up. And Arsenal definitely need a rebuild at the moment. I definitely want that Darwin Núñez. I would prefer Ivan Toney. If we're not able to get Ivan Toney, why not go for Nkunku? I mean, he's being valued right now at £58.5 million. So he's definitely not going to be cheap. Obviously, RB Leipzig, we know Timo Werner come from RB Leipzig, and he's been struggling here. He hasn't really been doing bits. He's been a flop. So far, Timo Werner's been a flop, and listen, I don't know if Nkunku would be a flop at Arsenal, but everything is a risk. Every player that comes into the Premier League is a risk, whether you're coming with a big reputation or a small reputation. And what I do know is, as Lacazette's leaving, but Aubameyang's left, we need to rebuild this strike force because it's actually just in the bin. Like, our strike force is pathetic. We don't have a striker that's in form. We don't have a striker that can score goals. So we need a complete rebuild. Could we complete Darwin Núñez and Nkunku? Darwin Núñez ain't going to come cheap. We still don't know how much Arteta is going to be given. Everyone's always reporting on this war chest. The rebuild at Arsenal is just, we need a lot of money. To get the quality that we need, we're going to need a lot of money. We need 2 strikers, at least 1 world-class striker, out of the 2. Then we need a world-class, for me, we need a world-class number 10. Then we need a world-class centre midfielder. Then we need another CDM to rotate with Thomas Partey. You know what I mean? So that's about, 4 players already. Then we need a right back, a starting right back for me. Do you know what I mean? And then we need another rotation for the left back position. So that's already 6 players. And we need another winger. So we have 4 wingers, in total. And we can rotate between all 4 depending on what competition we're in. That's 7 players. Is Arsenal going to spend the money to get 7 players? And I'm talking about quality players. I'm not talking about youth projects. I'm not talking about, this player, he was playing in flipping the Austrian league or something. All due respect to the Austrian league. But I'm just saying we need players that are going to elevate us to be cemented, in a title race next season. Because the expectation, Fuad and other Arteta super fans have been telling me, the expectation next season is to go and compete for the league. So if we're going to go and compete for the league, we can't compete with kids, because we already know that Fergie and Guardiola said you can't win anything with kids. So we can't be in a title race with just kids. We need to go and buy world-class players, because Chelsea are going to strengthen next season. Once they get this ownership, situation sorted out. You're gonna want the fans to get on board, whoever it is that ends up taking over there. They're gonna invest. They're gonna get better. Man United now, they're looking for a new manager so they can elevate, so they can get better. They're not gonna stand still. They may be shit this season, but they ain't gonna stand still. And to be honest, Man United have got more spending power than Arsenal, so they're not gonna stand still. Then you look over and then you see who else is in contention. Then you've got West Ham. They're not going to stand still. They're going to strengthen. Yeah, it might not be to the level of a Man United, but they're going to get better. Tottenham, they got Conte. They now know if they don't back Conte, Conte will start flipping the desk, flipping the toys. You already know him. When you don't back him, he will flip out on everyone. Like Conte ain't on no bucaria. Like that guy, yeah. If you don't give him what he wants, he's not a puppet like Arteta. And says, oh, that's all right. You know what I mean? Give me 150 mil, even though this rebuild, I know I need 300-400 mil to flip and do this rebuild, but that's okay. Just bump me now. Conte is gonna make sure he holds Tottenham to the promises that he made, and I don't think he's gonna get it in the end. But they're still gonna strengthen one way or another. I mean, he only brought in 2 players, in Kulusevski and the other guy, and look at them already. They're level on points with us. Do you know what I mean? The irrelevant team, the team that are super Arsenal fans are telling me, oh, they're irrelevant. We don't care about them. They're irrelevant. They're a relevant team. Yeah, the irrelevant team is equal on points in the table to Arsenal Football Club. Yeah? How come they go for a shambles, get rid of Nuno Espirito Santo, and yet they're level on points with us? Yet we've got a manager that's been here now 2.5 years, got given the support, got given money to spend, a quarter of a bill spent, and this is the bucaria that we're seeing. Do you know what I'm saying? I thought they're relevant and we're relevant and we're walking towards a process and our rebuild. Like, it makes no sense. Like, who's better? The manager that just came in and taken over from a shambles, only got 2 players in and one's on loan and is able to be fighting for top 4, or the manager that's still unable to get top 4 comfortably and has spent a $250 million and has been here longer? Make it make sense. It makes no sense. And that is why, for me, yeah, it's just, I just don't, it's not as rosy as people think it is. I mean, Man United to only be 3 points off of Arsenal, yeah, even though they're going through turmoil, getting rid of Ole, Ragnick coming in, not being the right appointment. I know he's going to go, he's more of a sporting director than a manager, but they're still not that far away. Things at Arsenal can't be that rosy when we've got our rivals that are in a calamity, our rivals that are in the bid. They're literally round the corner. They're literally equal on points, or literally 3 points away from catching up to us. Like, listen, the table don't lie. The table does not lie. I mean, before I get into you lot's comments, which I will get into the comments in a minute, so I can have your opinion on all this news. All these players been linked. Tierney being out for the season, Partey being injured, and we've got more players that are injured. Let's get it up. Let's get up the list of players injured at the moment at Arsenal or are out for selection. Right, we got Tomiyasu. He's got a calf shin heel injury, and it's saying Tomiyasu is making progress in his recovery from a muscle injury. It is hoped that he will be back in full training after the match at Southampton. So we're going to have Tomiyasu out for a while. A player that obviously we do need, a player that would be great for rotation. He's out with a heel injury. So it is what it is. We got Nicolas Pepe. He's out. Obviously, he didn't even make it onto the bench against Crystal Palace. He's out with a virus. I don't know if it's COVID. It's not specifying if it's COVID, if it's not. So obviously, Nicolas Pepe is out at the moment. Obviously, he's still got a couple of days. Hopefully, he can recover, because we're going to need him against Brighton, especially the way this club is, the way the team is playing at the moment. We definitely could use Pepe. Obviously, we discussed Kieran Tierney being out with a knee injury. That's for the rest of the season. He felt discomfort after a training session on Thursday. A specialist consultation took place, and as a result of further discussions, it has been decided that he requires knee surgery. Then we have Thomas Partey. He's got a thigh injury. Is currently being assessed ahead of the weekend after aggravating his thigh during Monday night's match. So, listen, Partey's out, Tierney's out, Pepe's a maybe, Tomiyasu is out. So yeah, it's not promising. It's really not promising. And this is why I don't get overly gassed, and this is why I don't get overly excited, because our team was already thin even when we went into January. We thinned it even more by letting go of more and more players. And now look what we're left with. Now we're left with crap. You know, we have no decent cover of a left back. This manager decided to buy cover, but the cover's inadequate. How does that make any sense? Do you know what I'm saying? Then we've got Lokonga. He's also not ready. Do you know what I mean? Like most of these guys' replacements are not ready. Like Ben White is shocking in the defense. Yeah, that was a player that he signed. Lokonga, shocking. Yeah, not good enough, not to the standard yet. Then you're looking at Tavares. People saying, "Oh, we shouldn't have played Tavares. He's too attacking. We need somebody else that's covered." Then why did he buy him? If he can't defend and he's supposed to be a left back, why did we get him? Why did we get him? I just don't understand. Like, the team just looks absolutely dead. Like, if the youngsters in this team are not saving us, this team is dead. All the older lot are just letting this team down. Do you know what I'm saying? If Martinelli, Saka, if Smith Rowe, if them three are not saving our ass, this team is dead. This team is dead. And that is just the truth. How the hell are we in a position? How the hell is Arsenal Football Club, the third biggest club in this country, relying on three youngsters? Three youngsters, you know. That is who we're relying on to get us 3 points every flipping game. It is pathetic. You don't see elite teams run like this. You don't see Bayern Munich. You don't see Barcelona. You don't see all of that. And on top of that, we've been the third highest spenders in the last 5 years. It's not like we haven't spent the money. We spent the money like some jokers. Do you know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let me get into some of you lot's comments. Now. Sapirmao, yo, big up, bro. My man Northside, big up, bro. Big up Northside. Big up to you, bro. Thank you so much for tuning in. Big up. Big up Northside G. Yo, what's good? Respect everyone. How are you blaming the manager for Edu's job? Well, I'll tell you why. Because your manager came out and said he decides what players he's going to buy alongside Edu. So the both of them have come out and said that they both decided on a youth project. Yeah? Which only happened because they saw that their little project in buying David Luiz, wash players like David Luiz and Willian was flopping. So then they moved it to a youth project because they know that's going to buy them time, because a lot of people are going to say, oh, you can't judge them. Like Fuad says, judge in May. You can't judge them because we've got youngsters. Yeah? And that's the bull crap that they said. So your own manager said that him and Edu, yeah, are the ones that decide the players that they're going to go for, and they're very happy with the players that they bought. So if it doesn't work, yeah, I'm going to blame the both of them, because I'm blaming both of them. But your manager, but everyone's telling me trust the managers, trust the process. Well, that process is a youth project, is it not? So when it's not working, why is it now? Why are we going to change the goalpost now? And now all of a sudden, no, it's not a youth project. And all of a sudden, no, it's all on Edu now. So when things go right, everyone's like, you're in the mud, yeah? This manager, he's proving you wrong. You're in the mud, you're in the mud, yeah? When it goes wrong, it's Edu's fault. All of a sudden, it's Edu's fault. It's all Edu. Mikel Arteta never wanted these players. Mikel Arteta ain't getting backed. Mikel Arteta didn't want to buy these players. People make me laugh, bro. They didn't say this when we was on a little run of 4 or 5 games, a little irrelevant run. When we beat Watford, no one was telling me it wasn't his players. But now things is going sideways. It's Edu's fault. It's all Edu. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, get out of here, man. Like, I'm not on it, bro. I'm not on it. Do you know what I mean? It's all of their fault. Yeah, and ultimately it's the owner's fault. And that is why I'm not Arteta out. I'm Arteta and Kroenke out. Because it starts at the top. When the head of an organization said mediocrity, you can be mediocre and keep your job, that's what everyone's going to do. In any line of work, it doesn't matter what you do. If you got a job, if you get a job, I don't know, let's just say, if you got a job at a pub, let's just say, a Weatherspoons, yeah? And you're in the Weatherspoons, and your manager says, it doesn't matter if you don't serve, you don't serve the people that come to the bar. It doesn't matter if the food comes out late. Why are you gonna aim for better? The manager's saying that you don't need to serve. You don't need to serve people if you don't want to. You can go on an extra fag break. You know, take your time in the kitchen with the food. If people make a food order, do you know what I'm saying? If people order cocktails and beers and that, take your time. Because we don't have no standards around here. Do what you want. So that's the Cronkies. The Cronkies are the owners, and they want a puppet. They want a puppet here, and this is what we've got. We've got a puppet. I'm not flipping out no more. I'm not flipping out no more because I'm sick and tired. Arsenal don't give a shit, so why should I give a shit anymore? They don't care about competing. They don't hurt when we lose like that. They don't care. As long as this is coming in, as long as the merch is rolling in. Do you know what I'm saying? Ian Wright wheeling in with the merch, yeah? As long as there's a good merch and PR going on in the IG and all that, they don't care. Do you know what I mean? It's jobs for the boys around here, man. It's jobs for the boys. Sick of it. Big up BX Gunner. Shit's hitting the fan for show. Listen, it is, bro. It is. And you know when it's hitting the fan, yeah? Because all these ins, yeah? They start moving the narrative. If you're Tierney, cool, that's calm, yeah? But don't backtrack on what you say. Don't tell people like me, yeah, that want a world-class manager in place. Don't tell me, yeah, that it's all Edu. When every time things is going good, you're telling me that I should trust this manager, and this manager's got a process, and this manager is being backed, and if you can't see what this manager's doing, and then when things go sideways, they are now using Edu as a scapegoat. That's just weak, bro. That's weak. If you believe in this manager, cool. But when there's time that he's going to be criticized, yeah, hold your hands up and just take the criticism in it. Take it. It's literally as simple as that. Don't be blaming Edu. When Edu's part of this project, Edu, Vinay, Arteta, they're all part of it. This is their process. I just think it's weak. Like, backtracking to me is weak. I don't backtrack. Even when we win, I don't backtrack. Because I really believe in what I say. I believe that I'm not seeing true, real progress here. The progress is irrelevant. We're going on runs of irrelevant form. We're not in the whip. I said this when we beat Watford. I said, oh, it's all great, yeah, going on a run from now up to Watford. Now we're beating a couple of teams. I was like, we always go on a run every time we have nothing to play for. That is the history of Arsenal. As soon as we have nothing to play for, right, now we start going on runs. Now we start getting points. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Like, the capitulation against Crystal Palace, for me, yeah, that, I'm not going to lie, I was absolutely fuming. If it was a lot earlier, I would have been, oh my God, I would have been flipping up. I was trying to respect my neighbors. The capitulation, é uma porcaria, pá, é uma merda, pá. Parece que não são profissionais, pá. These players, bro, they got no heart, não tem coração, they got no heart, they don't care, man, they don't care. They don't care. What we need to start doing, you know what, I wish it'll never happen. I wish, yeah, if you don't give 100% and 100%, you can lose. Listen, there's a way of losing, yeah? The point wasn't that we lost. It's the manner of how we lost. Because every team's going to lose a game or two. It's impossible not to lose, which is why the Invincibles is a very hard achievement to achieve. But listen, I don't want to ponder on the Invincibles. But if you lose, given 110%, yeah, I'm sure all of us here in the chat could go, you know what? They gave their rule. We were just outdone by the better team. And you could say, you know what? We gave it our all. Name me one player that gave us their all against Crystal Palace. You know what I'm saying? It's a joke, man. And now our team's getting even weaker. Yeah. It's just an absolute joke. It's getting even weaker now because we're not going to have Partey. And Tierney's out for the rest of the season. You know, Pepe's still not looking like he's gonna come back. It's a joke, man. It's a joke. Honestly, I'm so sick and tired of it. Like, it's the same thing year in, year out. Positive negativity. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. Like, I don't even think I'm negative. I don't know if you're talking about me because you didn't really name it, but listen, I don't even think I'm negative. I'm just ambitious. I want to be the best. I want to compete with the best. And I don't want the standard to get dragged through the mud because there's a bunch of Arsenal fans that were born after 2004 telling me that the aim is to get top four and me asking to win the league. Or I'm not even asking. I'm telling us to be in a title race. Do you know what I'm saying? Telling me that's negative. Like, I'm never going to have that, man. Listen, I grew up on winning and I ain't dropping that. Northside, not buying any players in January was a massive mistake. Fact. Exactly, bro. And how many times was I arguing over here on this platform with Fuad. Let me put the link out for anyone that does want to jump on. I'll put the link out here, and you can jump on. You need your camera on. If you don't have your camera on, then I won't be letting you jump on. But anyone that wants to jump on, the link is now in the chat, and jump on, people. But yeah, back to your comment, Northside not buying any player in January was a massive mistake. Fact, bro. Me and Fuad on this comment, how many times did I argue with him? And he said, "Oh, it's always hard buying in January. Oh, this or that." I said, the position that we're in, yeah, we've got a right back that I don't think is world class. I don't think Cedric's world class. I don't think Tomiyasu's world class either. I think they're decent, but we need better. Yeah, we've got Ben White as a centre back. People tell me he's great. Really, yeah. The best thing about his game that people tell me is playing out from the back. If he's so good at passing, why is he not a midfielder? Maybe you should have been a midfielder, bro, because you can't defend properly. You can't mark your man. You can't read the game. You're absolutely atrocious. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't get it. Then you look at the left-hand side, yeah? We've got Tierney. Now we've seen, as soon as Tierney's out, the replacement, yeah, with what he done with 150 mil in Nuno Tavares, is he good enough? No, he's not. Looks like he needs to be shipped back to the Liga Portuguesa. You know what I mean? Then you look at the midfield. We have got the deadest midfield. I've been saying this. The deadest midfield out of the whole Big Six. We've got the deadest midfield. I said it before. The only one that arguably gets into any midfield of the Big Six is Thomas Partey. Barring Thomas Partey, no one gets into it. And his stinker that he dropped against Crystal Palace, I might even retract that. So we have no rotation for Thomas Partey. We haven't replaced Santi Cazorla. We've got Xhaka that plays it backwards and sideways. And then when he's getting overrun in the midfield, he'll pull players down and get sent off. Yeah. Never good enough. Never was good enough. Yet we paid more for him than Chelsea paid for Antonio Conte. Rest my case. So to be honest, we have no centre mid because he ain't good enough and we have no rotation. Then when you look at the number 10 position, Odegaard, I've been saying it, is not good enough. If he was so great, Real Madrid would have kept him, because they kept Asensio. Asensio wasn't getting loads and loads of game time, but they kept him because they know there's a player in Asensio. But Odegaard, I don't see it. I don't see it. Listen, I don't see it. I don't think he's good enough. And if maybe he will become good enough, I don't know. At this moment in time, this guy ain't good enough. What did he do against Crystal Palace? I don't remember him setting up anyone against the Crystal Palace. It's not good enough. You need to turn up week in, week out. Week in, week out. But he's not held accountable. Do you know what I'm saying? Odegaard's been getting more times than Emil Smith-Rowe. To be honest, the first 15 minutes against Crystal Palace, I saw more work rate, more determination, more ambition from Emil Smith-Rowe than I did from Odegaard. But yet Odegaard gets more minutes. So we've got a number 10 that turns up whenever he feels like it. Then we've got Martinelli, yeah? He's great, but we need someone to rotate with him, because next season, if we do qualify for Champions League or European football in general, is Martin Odegaard going to start? Not just Martin Odegaard, him and Saka, because there's times there's Saka as well. Saka hasn't had the rest. So we've got two wingers, yeah? Two wingers that never get rotated. Hardly ever get rotated. So we're relying on Martinelli and Saka next season or this season to play every single match. These guys play international matches, then they play FA Cup, Carabao, Premier League, and then we're going to expect them to be playing international football as well. So in the January transfer window, why were we not looking for rotation? Why were we not looking for starters? Why were we not looking for people to play? I just don't understand. Like, we let go. I do not understand why Saliba and Guendouzi are not here at Arsenal. No one can form to me an argument as to why Mikel Arteta is justified in leaving Saliba out and basically leaving Guendouzi out and giving Marseille the option of buying Guendouzi. I don't understand. Wasn't Guendouzi part of the squad? He was one of the main players under Unai Emery that got them 2 points away from top 4. But all of a sudden, for this manager, he ain't good enough, and we finished 8th and 8th. Make that make sense. Why telling me Torreira can't do a job for us right now? Man saying that Aubameyang could not do a job for us right now, but he's good enough to do a job for Barcelona, a team that's bigger than our club. Do you know what I'm saying? Regardless of what's going on with them right now, yeah? But he's levels enough to do a job for them. But he ain't levels enough to do a job for us. And then we don't need a strike. We don't buy a striker, yeah, because we got Lacazette and Nketiah. Really, two strikers that don't want to be here, that actually want to leave. Like, I just thought, bro, you're bang on. And this is why I had the hump in January. But you know all I ever get? Because at that time, things was all rosy in the garden. Oh, you're negative north side. Oh, you just want to moan. Oh, you're sucking off Lee Gunner. You just want to suck off Lee Gunner. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that. Yeah. Cool. I bit my time, yeah. I chilled. I knew what I was talking about, yeah. I said, cool. I've seen football for long enough, yeah. This team ain't good enough to get top four. Now, we are still in contention to get top four, yeah? Not buying in January hasn't made it so we're not. But why wouldn't you strengthen your chances of getting top four? Because I don't think we will. I do think we have a chance, but I don't think we'll get it. But why would you not? Why would you not capitalize the fact that your rivals didn't really buy in January? Do you know what I mean? Why not capitalize on that? People telling me, oh, it's so hard to buy in January. Really? Look at Newcastle. They were in a relegation fight. Look at the business they did. Look at the business that Newcastle were able to do. Do you get what I'm saying? It's a joke, man. It's an absolute joke. Absolute joke. So you're completely correct, bro. He's replacing Mbappe and PSG. I'm not sure who you're talking about, bro. Arteta never rotates and has decimated the squad depth. This guy will never invest in the team adequately because it will make the manager and higher ups accountable. Yeah, bro, I agree with you. Absolutely ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, man. Big up Northside. Always hit the like. Maybe unpopular, but I reckon DLC should be bought. I don't know. Not for me, bro. Not for me. For me, I want Darwin Núñez. Well, the next comments already said it. Northside, we should go and get Darwin Núñez. We should go get Darwin Núñez. I mean, when you're looking at Nkunku, I mean, let's look at the stats. When you're looking at Nkunku, he's got really good stats. And I know stats, it's not just about stats, but listen, if I don't watch a player, I can only go off stats. And if I look at the stats and they're decent, I can be like, okay, you know, they're worth a try. You know, there must be something about them. You can play as an attacking midfielder, or you can play as a striker. 28 appearances, 16 goals, 13 assists. Then we look at Darwin Núñez. Yeah, Darwin Núñez. Right. Flipping forgot the R. Right. Then we look at Darwin Núñez, 22 years old. Look at his stats. You know, 21 goals and 3 assists in 23 appearances. Do you know what I mean? And that is the level that we need to look at. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Those are the kind of strikers I wanna be, you know, taking a chance on. But honestly, anything is a risk. I mean, Werner was tearing it up in the Bundesliga. Look at him now. You know, but if you don't take a chance, I'd rather us take the chance than not take the chance, because I already know what we're gonna get from Nketiah. I already know what we're gonna get from Lacazette. I already know that these players ain't good enough. So I want us to go and get these players, and maybe they're the answer, maybe they're not. But at least we tried. At least we're trying to find the answer. So it is what it is. Vamos, Irmão, 100%. The best transfer move we should go for is to bin the fraud we have as a manager. Out all day, every day, caralho. I couldn't agree anymore, bro. Couldn't agree anymore. Those reporters are cashing out with this soft fan base. Listen, the consumers accept it. The Arsenal fans accept it. These Arsenal fans accept it. They're happy. They're happy that we're not coming. They don't care. They're not. Whatever. Renew your season ticket. Renew the season ticket. Buy the new shirt. Oh, I'm at the Emirates at my second home. Oh, look at me outside the Armory. I'm flipping. I'm going to protest like I care, but I don't really care. Oh, I want the cronkies out, but I'm spending all my money getting the kids and the missus and me and all this merchandise BS, bro. Do you man not see? Every time I come on this, yeah, it's rare I've got an Arsenal shirt. And if I do, it's an old Arsenal shirt. And it wasn't even one that I bought. It's shirts that I was given. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Like, I'm not even with it. Like, I'm really not on it. Like, I don't spend money on this club. I don't spend money on this club, because until they start running where they put football first instead of finances first, then I'm gonna start investing back into this club. But until then, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So it is what it is. We can't sell because we have a novice upstairs too. Edu can't get a deal. Listen, Edu, man, like this guy's a bum, innit? He thought he could come in and he thought it was an easy job at Arsenal. He thought he can come in, get David Luiz, even though David Luiz was washed up just because he's Brazilian. Then he moved to flipping Willian. Willian washed up as well. How did that one go? Do you know what I'm saying? You can tell, man, he's not. I don't trust this guy. Like, he's not inventful. Like, my guy always went for the easy option, and now when that started effing up, now he's trying to go for a youth project. Like, bun that, man. I'm not convinced with this youth project, because if Edu and Arteta was really about youth project, yeah, and the youth and everything, why didn't they do that when they first come? Why did they do that? Why did they only start doing this youth project crap once the Edu experiment, the Willian experiment, the David Luiz experiment started going tits up? Oh yeah, now let's get the youth in because that'll buy us more time. And this stupid ass positive fan base buy up this bull crap. It's bucaria, but I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Especially when I've only seen one youth project work in this flipping league. I'm not buying it. I want success now. And what I mean by success can even be competing, yeah, to be in a title race. Do you know what I'm saying? Because nobody has the God-given right to win the league. But you do have the right. If you're one of the, historically, one of the biggest clubs in your country, you do have the right to hold your club to a standard and say, listen, if you lot aren't in a title race, then I'm gonna start applying pressure. But this fan base never comes together. This fan base only comes together to start cussing people like me and saying that we're positive, we're negative, and we're this and we're that. That's it. That's the only time this fan base comes together. Other than that, when do they ever come together? It's a joke, man. Absolute joke. Nkunku is so versatile, can do a lot of stuff on the pitch. He reminds me of Kaka. Love the player, watching him since his early day in PSG. So finally a good player we linked to. Listen, I would be happy with Nkunku. I've actually seen him play. Out of the players that we've been linked to, out of the strikers, I've seen Darwin Núñez play, and that's only because I support Benfica. And I've seen Nkunku play. And for me, I'll take both of them. I would take both of them. Do you know what I mean? Nkunku, for what I've seen from him, yeah, he is very versatile, very quick, very tidy player. I would be happy with Arsenal going for Nkunku. But will Nkunku come to Arsenal? Because this is the problem now. If Real Madrid come knocking, or if Barcelona come knocking, or all these big teams come knocking, where's he want to go? Do you know what I mean? If Bayern comes knocking, because Lewandowski ain't going to be here forever. It's easy. We're going to have another Vlahovic situation where if the player is fueled by legacy, leaving a legacy in the game, actually winning the big trophies, why would he come to Arsenal? He won't. He'll go to those teams that are ready to compete and ready to win. And if they're not going to take 4 or 5. They're not going to say, oh, it took Klopp 5 years, so it's going to take you 5. They want to win now. They're going to do everything they can to win now. Do you know what I mean? And this is the type of situations Arsenal are facing. This is the type of situations we're going up against. Estás fudido, caralho. Yeah, tô mesmo fudido. If you don't know what fudido means, it's like you're effed. Like, you're really effed. Like, do you know what I mean? But yeah, man, big up to everyone with the Portuguese, man. Big up everyone, man. I know a lot of you aren't Portuguese, but you write well in Portuguese. I know that Google Translate helps. Villarreal already 1-0 up against Bayern. Is it? I ain't even got the scores up. This is what I'm saying. But Unai Emery was washed up. Unai Emery apparently was washed up. You know what I mean? He's tactically not good enough. Come on, man. Big up Northside. If we buy a striker, number 8, and a right back, we'll compete next season, even with kids. Bro, I think we need more than that. You're forgetting that Elneny, it looks like Elneny is going to walk. Yeah, so it looks like Elneny is going to go. We need rotation. So then we need rotation for Partey. We don't have a centre midfielder, and we need 2 centre midfielders, because what if one gets injured? Do you know what I'm saying? So, and then we need a number 10. You know what I mean? Bro, nah, man. We need 2 strikers as well, because who are we going to have? We're going to buy 1 striker and only have Balogun. Come on, that's not good enough to fight on all fronts. Balogun and Darwin Núñez, that's not strong enough. You need Darwin Núñez and you need, Ivan Toney or Nkunku or, what's that other guy from Napoli? He keeps getting linked. We keep getting Osman. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what we need. Like, we don't need just one striker, and that's the problem. Bentancur is the other midfielder that Spurs got, the other player Spurs got under Conte. Grande merda, estás fodido, pá. Listen, this is the pucaria that we need to go through, man. What do you want me to do, bro? This club never do what I want them to do. Pepe não é bom de qualquer maneira. Well, so he's saying that Pepe's no good. Bro, I think Pepe's a good player, man. Like, I saw what Pepe done in the AFCON. I saw what Pepe done on our run-up for us to get to a European final, which we didn't do for years. Before that, the last European final we got to was in 2004. Pepe was the one. It was mainly Pepe's goals that got us to the Europa League final. So when this guy's given minutes, he can do his thing, bro. He can do his thing, man. Listen, I don't know, but we're not giving him the opportunity to show us his quality. Northside Arsenal are polyfiller settings, just smoothing over the cracks. That's what it's always. That's what it's always been, man. It's always like that. Do you know what I mean? It's always been like that. What can we do? Sambi needs a loan move to Fulham next season when they're coming up or something like that. Definitely not ready yet for the Premier League. And this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, why have we got so many duds here that are not ready to play in this team now or get us up now? Or I said, bro, I'm not on it. I'm not on it. And that's why I wasn't excited with the way that we spent the 150 mil. Like, Ben White was never worth 50 million pounds. Tavares and Lokonga look like duds at the moment. The only thing they got on their side is age. But honestly, at the moment, as it currently stands, not good enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the only one that's actually been decent is Ramsdale. That is the only one where I lift up my hands and say, you know what? I got it wrong. I didn't think Ramsdale was what, but you know what? He did his thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Your Northside, what's up? What you saying, Nicholas, bro? What you saying, my bro? Your Northside, if we sack Arteta, who do you realistically think we can get? I want Simeone, but our board wouldn't go and get it. I mean, I want Simeone. If we couldn't get Simeone, maybe Mancini. I like Mancini. I definitely think he's a good manager. Who else could we go and get? Yeah, probably them two. Them two, if not them two, go get Conte. Like, at the end of the day, we're a bigger team than Tottenham. Go buy him out of his contract. How much is his contract? 25 million? 25, 30 mil? Who cares? If that leads to us winning a title, yeah, then do I care? No. Let's go and get him. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I don't care, bro. Like, we buy players out of their contract. You know what I mean? When I see us paying 70 mil for a player, I'm like, bro, if you need a world-class manager and you can convince him that he can come to Arsenal, he's going to get the backing, go and pay the money it takes to get him out the contract. Ain't going to be that much compared to a player. And we've already seen with Liverpool how, that can literally project you into winning the major honours, in football, if you get the managerial appointment correct. But Arsenal are not interested. The Kroenkes are not interested in that because they are here, in my opinion, the Kroenkes are here waiting for the Super League. Once the Super League comes, the value of Arsenal will skyrocket because teams are going to be having more money, the commercial revenue, X, Y, and Z, all the rest of it. And they know they're going to double their asset. And at the same time, they know they've got a fan base that, for the most part, you can play manipulative games with because they've placed Arteta. If things go sideways, they will say, well, it's Arteta's youth project. He's got it wrong. Right, we're going to kick him off, get the next bum in. Do you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. So as much as I blame Arteta, man, like, this board, like you said, they won't do what is necessary for us to win and for us to compete against the biggest teams in the world. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Hi, bro. The wheels have come off. I'll push for fourth. I knew Palace were going to beat us. Big up Vieira, an Arsenal legend. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. My prediction was a draw. I didn't expect that capitulation. I can't lie to you. I didn't expect the capitulation, not to that manner. Like I didn't think that we would win. I even said, I don't see us winning against Palace because of how the first time we played them this season, how that match went, and the fact that we just about got a draw. But that capitulation for me, that was the most embarrassing. That was more embarrassing than Everton for me. More embarrassing than Everton. But you're right, man. Big up Old School Guna. Make sure you go like and subscribe to his channel as well. Make sure you like and subscribe here if it's your first time on the channel. And yeah, man, we move. Chelsea are shit. Benzema scored 2. Well, that's good. I know a couple of Chelsea fans, so that's good news. That's good news. Obviously, I'm live, so I'm not really keeping up with any of the scores at the moment. Arteta has problems with French-speaking players. Bro, I think he's got problems with anyone that challenges him. That's what it comes across like. Do you know what I'm saying? Apparently, you can see that Aubameyang wasn't really buying into his crap. He gets binned. Pepe looks like, I feel like Pepe's, probably said something, he gets binned. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't rate it. Like, I don't rate it. You know what I mean? Like, players need to be convinced. Like, you need to tell them why they need to do what you want them to do. You need to show them why. Do you know what I mean? This guy's just dead food, man. This guy is just, I don't know, man. Anyone that stands up to him, he just kicks him out the club. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, man. I'll say this. Respect is earned. You know what I mean? Not given. It's earned. So if you want respect of these players, you need to earn it. Not just demand it. No one cares if you're sat next to Pep. Pep's the guy, not you. Do you know what I'm saying? You're the extra. It's like when a celebrity has his entourage, the entourage start thinking they're bad. Nah, no one cares about you, innit? You're just the extra bum next to him. We came to see the actual star, not you. Do you know what I'm saying? It's so long, man. I'm talking about the fans that spread that positive negativity. You are as real as the Arsenal stats. Big up, my brother. Yo, big up to you, man. Nah, real talk, man. Yeah, I just didn't know what that was directed by. But yeah, man, like, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Like, I don't get why they do it. Like, just say it as it is. For me, it's easier for me to just say what I feel from my heart than me trying to pretend or, do you know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, I wonder about these positive Arteta fans. It's like, if you ever found out your girl's cheating on you, what are you going to do? Just like, if you went on her phone and you found out that she's talking to next man, what are you going to do? Like, you know what? Let me just turn off the phone and just go back to bed and pretend like it never happened. Like, you lot are soft, man. Or will you do the action that's needed to tell her, you know what? Piss off, innit? Piss off. So vaca da merda. And I'm going to go get another girl. Do you know what I mean? And I'm going to do or, you know what? Yeah, you're cheating on me. Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna bang your best friend. That's what I'm gonna do, innit? Don't worry. I'm gonna get you back behind your back, and then I'm gonna let you just find out. I'm gonna leave my phone on lock so you can find out. Yeah, you can see me dealing with your. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, call it as it is, bro. But these men don't call it as it is. Do you know what I'm saying? They don't call it as it is. They just hide behind the pillow. Oh, the girl's cheating on them. Oh, I didn't see. God, I'm too scared to lose her. Do you know what I'm saying? Nah, man, bun that, bro. Bun all of that. I'm not on it. I'm really not on it. You know what I mean? But listen, my analogy is probably a bit wild, but you get what I'm saying, Kadam. But like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, reality is reality, man. Do you know what I mean? Cowardly, spineless, heartless, dejected, soulless, spiritless performance. Palace are not an unknown quantity. The team and Arteta knew what was required to get a result. And what was at stake. This is what I'm saying. So he learned nothing from the first time we played Crystal Palace. And this is the problem, because for me, Patrick Vieira's gone to the MLS. He's gone to Ligue 1. He's got his stripes, learned his stripes, made all his mistakes in inferior leagues, learned different styles of play, all of this and that. And now you can see how it's paying off for Crystal Palace. Whereas Arteta was so arrogant, thought, no, I'll jump all of that. I don't need to go and learn my trade. Come over here and now gets his back up when he's getting asked questions and when he's getting pressed. Nah, fuck off, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You didn't earn your stripes, innit? So guess what? You're going to get caught out because you ain't good enough. You ain't good enough, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? You didn't do your driving lessons before you started driving. You thought you could already drive. Now you're crashing the car. That's it. It's as simple as that. I'm sick and tired of this bum, man. Filo da puta, swear down. It's ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. But you're completely correct, old school gunner, man. Real talk. You're correct, bro. We don't need big names. We need quality players who have a hunger for success. Perfectly said, James. Perfectly said. Players with hunger. Not players that have a big name. We've already got an example of that in the Premier League in Man United. Man United went and got Ronaldo, because he's a big name and because Man City were linked to him. I actually think Man City tricked them into doing the Ronaldo signing. I don't think they ever was really into getting Ronaldo. Ronaldo doesn't press. Ronaldo is way too, he's way too old for the age bracket of players that they bring into the team. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Like, what are we going to do? We're going to also go there and buy big name players. Like, we already tried it with Ozil. How did that work out? Do you know what I mean? How did that work out? Northside, this is not a disrespect, and I hope you don't take it that way. But have you ever played ball in the past? Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have. The first time I played Power League, First of all, I actually was in I actually had trials for a couple of academies, and then I kind of gave up on football because I just felt like I don't want to put all my youth into this, and if it doesn't work out, I have nothing. I have no qualifications or nothing. So I decided to do, my qualifications and my gas safe and everything else like that. So I decided to do that and become a gas engineer. But other than that, from having trials at academies, I played in Power League, and the second time I think my team came second, and the second season, because you've got a league system, we won the Power League. So listen, I know how to play ball, bruv. And that's why when I see people like Ben White, I'm like, you ain't got a football brain. Because when you're a center, I actually play either striker or number 10, but I can also defend. And I ain't even just gassing it. I can actually defend, which is why we had so many attackers that sometimes I dropped into defense because we didn't have enough players that could play defensively also. So when I played in defense, and this is Power League, when I played in defense, I was constantly talking. If I had another defender, I was constantly talking, and me and him were always telling, if I ever turned my back and there was another defender, we're always saying, right, you got that guy, I got that guy. We never let anyone run off the shoulder. We never let any player be around the box, not be a mark. This is Power League. This is not even professional football. Anyone drops, stinkers. Sometimes it was my friends' brothers, I'll be shouting at them, Raise your standard to get the F off the pitch, You're either on this pitch to fight for every ball and actually pay attention and do the basics correctly, or get off. Do you know what I'm saying? And that was the standard. Even to one time, there was only one time I felt like I was having a bit of a rocky game. I even said, boys, do you want me to go to the sideline? Because some reason I'm not catching the rhythm today. Do you want me to go on the bench? So listen, when I play ball, bro, I got a high standard. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't really know why you're asking me this. But when I judge players defensively or attacking wise, I've played football, so I don't really get why the question was formed. But to answer your question, there you go. I've played ball my whole life. So Arsenal during the Crystal Palace game was mostly spineless. The team didn't show hunger, fighting spirit. Now the club has many injuries. The club is paying for the crap decisions in January. Exactly. And this is and back just quickly back to this. That hunger I'm talking about, that desire, that will to improve. Not everyone that plays football has that. Not everyone can look at themselves critically and want to improve. Not everybody can improve. Not everybody's a good footballer. Not everyone's an intelligent footballer. Not everyone goes on the pitch and gives their all. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, busts their ass. Do you know what I'm saying? That's just the way of life. Some people are lazy. And when I see that in footballers that are getting paid all these millions, I'm like, nah, you're not good enough. You need to go. But that comes from within. That comes from your desire to within to be great or to be good at football. Some people just don't have that. And those players I don't want at my club. That kind of mentality I don't want my club. Man saying Ben White saying he's never seen Patrick Vieira play. he doesn't watch football. When we see Bellerin rather do cat shows and go out to Milan and do all this and getting fucking flipping Freddie Mercury moustaches and being on IG doing modeling, do all of that once your playing career is done. That's one thing I love about Roy Keane. He said it before. Do all that crap, all that bucaria, yeah. Do that when your career is done. When you're playing, yeah, your aim should be on being the best player that you can be and being the best in your position and winning as much trophies as you can and improving your game. Yeah, not flipping doing catwalk and doing, I want to wear Amadis and Pradas and stuff on IG. Do that once you're done. Look at David Beckham. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Build your brand after you finish football. Do you know what I'm saying? But now, not now. These men are getting all these deals and all. They care more about Fashion Nova than flipping playing football, bro. I don't want ballers like that. They're dead, fam. You know what I mean? In January, Burnley bought Wenghurst. Newcastle bought Trippier, Burn, Guimaraes. The Arteta sexuals don't care about facts, though. This is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. Because this manager in their eyes can never do no wrong. It's a joke, man. Northside, if we don't get top 4 this season, imagine how hard it will be for next season. Bro, this is what I'm talking about. Man, really think, we need 7 players, In my opinion, minimum we need 5 players. Minimum we need 5 players. And I'm talking about class players, to be anywhere near a title race, Do people really think we're going to do that? People really think we're going to pay for 5 players, 2 world-class strikers, a world-class number 10, a world-class deep line playmaker, and a world-class right back or a player that can rotate with Thomas Partey? Really? We're really going to do that? Because we ain't getting any money coming in because Lacazette's leaving on a freebie. We've got bare people leaving on a freebie. Elneny is leaving on a freebie. And Nketiah, bro, I just don't get it, bro. I don't get it. That youth project is the title to buy them frauds time and accept mediocrity and lower the standards and accept trophyless season, that all that bucaria and the fan base accepting it will be in the mud for F's sake. Wow. A Benfiquista Anaguna. I'm Spurs and Sporting. Like your chain though, bro. Listen, it is what it is, isn't it? Like my family team are Benfica, innit? They're all from Lisbon, and I decided to support Arsenal because it was an Arsenal I fell in love. I used to go on the playground. I used to try and emulate Thierry Henry back when this club was actually about smoke. You know what I mean? Now we just get smoked. So make it make sense, my bro. Make it make sense. Chelsea scored. Unai Emery 2 goals up against Bayern Munich, bruv. These are in the mud, bruv. These are heterosexuals that are in the mud. Big up Northside in the chat. Emery Champions League, bruv. I swear down, bruv. If this guy gets to the final, oh my God. Oh my God. I want to hear what these heterosexuals have got to say. We need 7 players minimum. Northside, Villarreal beaten Bayern Munich 2-0. My bad. It called offside. Arteta, the fraud, won't win any more trophies. The FA Cup was a one-off. I agree, man. I don't see him winning any more trophies. I'll be real with you. This guy's he's been sussed out, in my opinion. Pepe is a baller, bro. Just need the right manager. I agree. Forza Pepe. Villarreal is winning 2-0 against Bayern Munich. Emery is shining in the Champions League with a cheap squad against Bundesliga chronic champions. This is what I'm saying. No $500 million needed. We're finishing 5th or 6th. Spurs 4th. Fair enough. I get why you're saying that. The fan base are ruining this club. Back in Arteta. I told 3-1 versus Palace, bro. Yeah, you did say that, bro. What can we do? Exactly, Mr. Waffle. What's this here? Lokonga is a Partey replacement. Smith Rowe, Odegaard. New number 8 can rotate. Right back, Tomiyasu as depth. Pepe depth for Saka. ESR, Martinelli as left wing options. Tony, and Martinelli and Balogun striker options. I don't think I get what you're saying, but I don't think that's strong enough, bro. I don't think that's strong enough because you've just put Smith Rowe and Odegaard rotating as number 8. The problem with that is they're both youngsters. Yeah, that's not good enough. Every position, in my opinion, to compete for the title, you need a one world class option and another one that's on a level with a Smith Rowe. Do you know what I'm saying? The right back, you got Tomiyasu. I'm not really convinced, but it is what it is. Then you've got, I definitely think we could do better. We could still upgrade in the right back position. Then you've got Pepe for Saka. Cool, I'm cool with that. But he actually needs to be rotated because he hasn't get no game time. Then you got ESR and Martinelli as left wing options. Like I said, I definitely think we can do better. We can definitely upgrade on that position there. Ivan Toney, Martinelli. But this is the thing though, like put Martinelli one position. Either he's going to be our rotation for left wing or he's going to be our rotation for a striker. Obviously, worst case scenario, he can play in both positions, but he's either rotation for left wing or rotation for a striker. If he's rotation for a striker, we still need a striker, but then we need another left winger. That's my opinion. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can't have a left winger that is your main left winger and your main striker. Like, come on. Like for me, I don't think it works like that, in my opinion. The new right back needs to be attacking, and we might need a defensive left back as well to replace Tavares. Well, it's funny, isn't it? We've just got Tavares in and we're talking about replacing him. We've got Lokonga in and we're talking about he needs to go out on loan. Do you know what I'm saying? We got flipping, what's his name? Ben White in, and we're talking about, he's not good enough as a centre-back. These are all players bought by this manager. Just for people to see how his signings have been dead. They've actually been dead so far. They've been dead. The saviours have been Emil Smith-Rowe, Saka, and Martinelli. They've been our main saviours. Our highest goal scorer is Emil Smith-Rowe. I rest my case, man. It's ridiculous. 2-1, Chelsea scum. Brentford rattled the mentality. Will that be the same for Ole Gunnar Arteta, Plunk's youth? Big up to everyone that is fasting, that's on Ramadan. Big up to all you guys. Big up to anyone that's celebrating, that practices that. So, yeah, man. Respect to you lot. Northside, we might as well write off next season write off every season until we get some new owners, bro, because nothing's going to change. Because we can get a new manager in. As much as I want a new manager, deep down, I just feel like with this ownership in, until this ownership bounce, Arsenal's always going to be about PR first. Because that's what the ownership want. They don't want to compete. They don't want to get into the Champions League, because if they go to the Champions League, the expectation rises again. And now they've got to spend more money, which they don't want to. Do you know what I'm saying? Now they're actually going to be scrutinized a lot more. I don't think they really want it. I don't think they really want Champions League, in my opinion. I don't think they want it. Hey, Northside, big up to you, bro. I think the fans back Arteta because they hate Lee Gunnar, speaking the truth, and hope he turns good. Yeah, man, there's a lot of this agenda. There's a lot of this, all of this, oh, well, I don't like this person, so I'm just going to, hate on anything he says and, just go against him. And the thing is bigger than that. It's bigger than Lee Gunnar. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than all of us. It's about the betterment of this club, But people got their favourites. They got their agendas. I mean, I'm looking at the score now. I mean, Villarreal are 1-0 up, 42nd minute. 47th minute, sorry. Villarreal 1-0 up against Bayern Munich. Chelsea are losing 3-1 to Real Madrid. Flipping hell. What the hell is going on? Benzema scored. Well, he scored a hat-trick. Flipping hell. Benzema is on smoke. I swear down. Kai Havertz scored for Chelsea. To be fair, Kai Havertz actually been decent last few matches for Chelsea, but Chelsea, boy, that Brentford result has rocked them. Absolutely rocked them. Real Madrid look on it, man. Absolutely on it. What's the what's the lineup? I know this is an Arsenal channel, but you got sometimes you got to look at the ops a little bit. You got to look at the ops and see what the ops doing. Do you know what I'm saying? What are the ops doing? Right, so Chelsea are playing with Havertz, Pulisic, Mount. They got Reece James is back. They got Aspilicueta, Jorginho, Kante. They got Rudiger, Silva, Christensen, Mendy. Okay. Yeah, they see Chelsea. They need to play with either Kovacic or Jorginho in the midfield. Otherwise, they lose the midfield. That's the thing with them. But nah, man, they're getting slapped. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know if Silva's having another mare as well. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. But look at Real Madrid, man. Look at Real Madrid. But they've got so many, bruv. This is the thing when you got experience, not like Arsenal. I'll never forgive Arsenal, for the way we dismantled of the Invincibles. Absolutely disgusting. The way we dismantled them was ridiculous. Literally, like within a year or two, literally just completely dismantled the team of all the flipping experience. And it's like when Ferguson, the best manager's ever been in the Premier League, of the Premier League era, when he built the team, he still had Giggs around. He still had Scholes around. He still had Ferdinand around. He still had leaders in the dressing room. He still had Gary Neville there. He still had all these players, man. He still had players that, can put in a shift and can, knew what it was about to be a Man United player. Look at us. We got rid of that, and we've never been able to replace the Invincibles or get a team that can even win the league, let alone become Invincibles. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not how you build a squad. That's not how you build a team. Look at Chiellini at Juventus, Chiellini and Bonucci. Winning teams keep the essence of their team. Do you know what I'm saying? And then you get rid of them slowly. Not get rid of everyone. Get everyone out the flipping team. You know what I mean? Look at Real Madrid. They still got Modric. They still got Casemiro. They still got Cruz. These are players that are already into their 30s. You know what I mean? They still got Benzema. They got players that even when they bring what's his name, Vinicius Junior through, or if you bring in, any other youngster through, you still got players like that got experience. Buying Alaba, you know what I mean, buying players like this. Not Arsenal though. We do everything backwards, but don't worry, trust the process. I'm talking rubbish. Trust the process. I'm only talking about Juventus that dominate their league. I'm only talking about Real Madrid, that are the most successful team in the world. I'm only talking about flipping, serial winners. I'm going to talk about Bayern Munich. You know what I'm saying? Look how long they had Robin there, and players like that. Look at them with Lewandowski, and look at all these players that they got, like with experience, ready to win things, ready to challenge. You know what I'm saying? Real guiders. But no, don't worry at Arsenal. We've got the leadership group. Don't worry about it. Leadership group we've got here. Absolute Bucaria, man. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me get a drink. We got soulless manager. Get him out. Arteta is not a student of Pep. Vieira showed who has the attacking philosophy that learned off Pep. Arteta is a student of David Moyes. Bottle jobs, mid-table mentality, pressure bust pipes. Smash up the likes, people. 18 likes. Hit the like button and subscribe. What else is people saying? Man? Your North Side, footballers concern more about the bag than leaving a legacy. A legacy is worth 10 times than a bag. Look at what Gary Neville, etc., live off now. They're making bags because of legacy. Facts. Absolute facts. You know what I'm saying? Look at David Beckham, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at all these, man, bruv. You know what I mean? Northside, we need 8 players, but we're lucky to get 5 or 6. But we'll get 5 or 6 bums, bruv. That's what we're going to get. 5 or 6 youth projects. You know what I mean? It's all about the money. The reason I asked Northside, no disrespect, but I see how we judge a player based on a bad game. We are ready to get rid of the player and say that they are crap. Ben White is a good player, brother. Bro, I disagree. First of all, it's not been on a game. Ben White has been making these mistakes for the whole season, yeah. But whenever we win a game, people seem to not pay any attention to those types of performances from Ben White. Okay. Then when we talk about Lokonga, what has Lokonga done since he's been here? There's been multiple games. I mean, we're almost towards the end of the season. We're basically towards the end of the season, bro. So there's been enough time for me to judge a lot of these players to see either they got to go on loan. I never even said that they need to leave. Well, Lokonga needs to go out on loan. Tavares, to me, I'm really not believing in Tavares right now and Ben White. Them two, I do feel need to go. I've seen enough from them. That's my opinion. Man saying, have I seen football? Well, let me tell you this. All the best left backs, yeah? If we was going to make a list of the best left backs, yeah? We're not going to be talking about their attacking ability, are we? So, Tavares is not good enough. A fullback that can't defend. Then we've got a centre-back that can't defend. They can only play the ball out, yeah? Then we've got Lokonga losing the ball left, right, and centre, yeah? Who else got bought by this guy? Then we got Odegaard. Turns up whenever he wants. Up and down, up and down. What do you want me to do, bro? What do you want me to do? I couldn't go off what I've seen. It's not good enough. It ain't good enough. Listen, the players that were bought, the way we spent the 150, for me so far, the only player that's been worth it is Ben White. I mean, Ben White? Okay, now, look at me. Not fucking Ben White. Ramsdale. That's it. Like, one bad game, bro. Have you not been watching the whole season? Because I've seen Odegaard being inconsistent all season. I've seen Tavares drop stinkers defensively all season. I've seen Ben White be defensively inept all season. This is not a one-game thing. Listen, no disrespect. I don't know. Do you only watch the highlights? Or do you watch a full 90 of the match? Because I watch a full 90, bro. And that's what I've been seeing, bro. I can't lie to you. Do you know what I'm saying? Not good enough. Not for me anyway. For me, he needs to go. Not good enough. But, sorry, people. Ben White is below average. He's not even better than Tomori. Facts. One mediocre lineup. Would rather sign no players than sack Arteta. Recruitment is a joke. North side. Tavares' last 3 games, Palace, Middlesbrough, Everton. But on a real, Tomiyasu has played left back well at his old club. Shame he's injured. He's injured. He's been missed. Okay. The way that was wrote was a bit, yeah. Replacement for Tavares, as Arsenal can't spot talent. Talent ID in the trash. Emery has better talent. This is what I'm saying, bro. How we already been in a player we just brought into the team? That's how mad it is, bro. Northside, did Gracie show you how to do a mod on your channel? Nah, I need to get her to show me. Bro, I promise you guys, you will be modded, yeah? I know which ones I'm going to be modded. You're definitely one of them. Just give me a bit of time. Even though I'm doing this YouTube, I keep looking down at my phone because I'm actually working. I'm on call, innit? So I'm actually technically still working at the moment. But I am doing, obviously, I'm trying to bring you lot content and stuff like that and conversations and news surrounding Arsenal Football Club. So listen, I'll get to it. This week is a super hectic week for me because I'm on call. I'm actually, they can call me any moment and I have to go, into work to fix anything that's broken. So yeah, just bear with me, people. Yeah. But definitely, Craig, you're a real one. I definitely will get you, modded. I think when we have some people watching these channels and we keep picking on the player, when I see the same mistake from everybody else, we don't call it out. Then everyone starts to pick on, okay, who else? I mean, give me a name because I don't have no favorites on this team. Most of this fan base, their favorite is Saka. Saka's at times this season has been really poor, and I've asked for him to be dropped in favor of Pepe. But because he's Arteta's favorite, he doesn't get dropped, and no one complains about it. So I do think there are some people, but I don't think it's due to the channels. I think that certain people, have favorite players, and therefore they're undroppable. Do you know what I'm saying? Some players are undroppable. Saka is undroppable. You know what I'm saying? For this manager, for some reason, Xhaka is undroppable. Ben White is undroppable. He's another one part of the undroppable gang. He can't be dropped. He can't do any wrong. Do you know what I mean? Odegaard now, you know, he's flavour of the week. You can't say anything about Odegaard anymore. Do you know what I mean? Oh, Odegaard got me in the mud. Oh, Odegaard put you in the mud. Oh, look what he did. Look what he did against Watford. Look what he did. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, cool. What did he do against Aston Villa? You know what I'm saying? What did he do against Crystal Palace? Like, it is what it is, people, man. It is what it is, bro. Like, I don't have no favorites. For me, yeah, anyone can get it. I even said it. I don't even like Nketiah. I think Nketiah is dead, yeah. I actually bigged up Nketiah against Crystal Palace. I felt like he was the only attacking player that came on and was actually looked lively. I think he was better than all our other attacking players, barring Emil Smith-Rowe. And, I mean, everyone was playing crap, but I gave him props because I felt like he actually came on with a purpose. He was trying to, you know, he was trying to play off of people 1-2s, making opportunities in the box. He had that shot that hit the post, hit the crossbar. Do you know what I'm saying? So I gave him praise. I'll give praise on praise is due. You know, when Odegaard was playing well, I gave him praise. But he's dropped back down to the crap level that I was criticizing, which is getting the ball, playing it backwards, sideways, not creating anything, not feeding our striker, not doing anything, not bringing anything. So, I don't know. I don't have favorites. So, anyone can get it. If you don't play well, you don't play well. Because at the end of the day, for me, the star is Arsenal Football Club. Not any player, not any manager. That is the star, because that's what's going to be here long after these managers, long after these players, long after all of these lot. Long after even I'm gone. So, Tierney has been dribbled past one time. For any left back, second is Lamptey with 9 shows. The quality of Tierney, best defensive fullback in the league. I wouldn't say best defensive fullback in the league, but he's definitely up there. He's definitely up there. Plucky youth crumble and falter mediocrity like Chelsea FC after a drumming. When Chelsea lost 4-1, do we see Chelsea fans saying Silva and their centre-backs are shit? No, but we seem to think our players can't make mistakes. Hold on, yeah? Hold on a second. Did Silva not help them to win a Champions League? Did Silva not help them to win the Super League, the Super Cup? Yeah? They've won three flipping cups this season, yeah? When's the last time we won a major honour? When's the last time we won a major trophy? So the comparison ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? When you look at Silver, what you done for me lately, what has helped your club win three pieces of silverware? Silverware in Europe. What the hell has these players helped me do? What? Get us 8th and 8th? What? And I'm supposed to not be able to critique them? Like, get out of it. The situation at Chelsea is very different to the situation at Arsenal because their players are held to a high standard. And when they don't perform, they are criticised. But most of their players have been performing in terms of silverware. You know, they could leave this season and only have, and only have lost. Okay, cool. It looks like, with what's going on right now, they're going to lose to Real Madrid. But still, Chelsea are constantly winning silverware. What are we doing? Chelsea are constantly winning in Europe. What are we doing? So come on. Don't compare what Chelsea fans and Arsenal fans, or Chelsea Football Club and Arsenal Football Club, because their clubs actually run to win. We're just run to flipping suck off this project youth that's never going to actually account to anything. This club is going in the right direction, but I have to agree with you that the process is too slow. But when the project bangs, we're taking over. Are you serious right now? Like, honestly, I'm not trying to take the piss, Mo, yeah? But listen, you're saying it's taking too slow, but when it bangs, it bangs. Well, if it's taking too slow, which I agree, and you seem to agree, yeah? What's everybody else doing? Is Chelsea standing still, or are they getting better? Yeah? So we're moving slowly, yeah? Well, they're filling out all the holes. If Man United are gonna progress, Man City are going to progress. The league leaders themselves are progressing. Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United, all these big teams are all progressing, yeah? And Arsenal making slow changes. We're never going to catch up. How are we going to catch up? Until, when is this youth project going to bang? Like, what's it going to take for it to bang? What is it going to take for it to bang? Because we're not going to get the elite youngsters around them. We're not getting Bellingham. Is it Bellingham, the English midfielder from Dortmund? We're not going to get Haaland. We're not going to get Mbappe. We're not going to get who else? We're not going to get João Felix. I don't believe we're going to get João Felix. We're not going to get the elite youngsters from world football. So what are we going to do with these youngsters? Well, we're going to keep training them up like Dortmund and then giving them, selling them to bigger clubs. We're just going to be a feeder club like Dortmund and win no major honours. I don't get how it's going to work because this is a youth project. So tell me how this youth project is going to work. Because you're already saying we're moving too slow. It don't make no sense. How is it going to work? We're already getting our best youth that we already have, getting linked to clubs that are already above us, that are ready to win now. We're getting Martinelli getting linked to Liverpool. Why would he stay here if they come in for him? We're getting Saka getting linked to Man City and other big teams. Why would he stay here? They're ready to win. These teams, they're linked to clubs that are ready to win major honours. What are they going to stay here for? For a project, for a youth project that might work with a manager that might become world class. Come on, bro. Come on. We can do better than that, man. I agree. How your enemy, so you can attack their weaknesses. Watch out for the ops. If you play, players make mistakes every game. And to how I see how we jump on Ben White for everything is sad sometimes. Bruv, if football's too soft for you, bro, then go watch another sport. Yeah, because when you come with big wages, yeah, you're held to a high standard, yeah. Do you cry when they criticize Pogba? No, because Man United paid 90 mil for him. He has to perform. When Man United bought Harry Maguire for 80 odd million pounds, yeah. Did you cry that they're crucifying him and cussing him? No, you're bought for big wages. You've come, you're bought. We paid a lot of money for you, put you on big wages. Now it's time for you to perform. You are getting paid weekly, yeah? You're getting paid very well, yeah? Now it's time for you to perform. And if you're not good enough, then you will be criticized. What do you mean it's sad? I'm sorry, bro. Like, you've been very respectful, but the modern fan is becoming way too soft. This is competition. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you cry a tear? Look up Real Madrid. Real Madrid have been so ruthless. I remember when they got rid of, was it Makalele they got rid of? Yeah, I remember when they flipping got rid of bare stars. Yeah, how many stars have Real Madrid got rid of? Bayern Munich got rid of. Barcelona got rid of. You know what I mean? All these clubs get rid of. Yeah, because they're like, listen, if you're not to the standard we need, get out. You got criticized. Got this, got that, bro. As long as you don't see me, I never talk about Arteta as a person. I never talk about his family. I never go personal with him. No, I just talk about him as a footballing man. Then I'm all within my right to criticize him and any player in this team. At the end of the day, yeah, I don't care. These lot get paid more than enough money, yeah. And if you're quick to receive that money and spend that money and put it in your pocket, then you better perform and earn the money and earn your wages. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm not having it, bro. I'm not having it. All players that get bought for big wages have high expectations. You don't meet it, you're going to get criticized. If you don't like it, then football's not your sport. It's not a sport for you. It's literally as simple as that. Do you know what I'm saying? People only want to cry about Ben White. Cry about every player then when they get criticized. The project is Arteta and it has flopped and died and rotted already. Big up Northside. Enjoy your content. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. It's your first time on the channel. If you back Arteta, you can piss off down to Accrington Stanley. Heard it so many times. Youngsters have potential. We will sell all the good youngsters. They won't want to stay. This is what I'm saying, which is why I brought up our youngsters being linked to teams that are ready to compete now. Villarreal just off the post. Bayern got lucky. Ben White is pony. He's only 50 mil. He's a 50 mil pound ball watcher. Sorry. What's this here? Bro, a footballer that doesn't watch football is not a good footballer. I don't care what anyone says. Facts. Facts. You know what I mean? Tavares must be an edu signing as he's shit. Trusty the process. Ben Shite. Sell Paul the guard. I understand why Don Carlo put him as 8th choice centre mid and took his number. He's a flat track bully and fair weather player, Ozilgard. Everton are going down, bro. Poor Lampard, bottle drop Lampard. I wonder if Arteta Muppets will still continue to sing about Spursy Mick Arteta. Ben Shite is only rated because he's English. Yeah, bro, it's always like that, man. It's always like that. These men get a lifeline, yeah, because they're British. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if they're foreign, no one cares. Do you know what I'm saying? People crying out for Ben White. Why didn't cry out for Pogba? Like Pogba's actually a baller, but he's in a team, he's in a club, yeah, that have no structure. He's in a team that never helped these. Bro, Man United have been poorly built, and everyone can see that. Do you know what I'm saying? But they're relying on Pogba, and everything's Pogba's fault when things go wrong. Not all Man United fans, some Man United fans. You know what I'm saying? So when he gets it, yeah, no one cries because he's not English. But when it's Ben White, let's all shed a tear because it's Ben White. Whatever, man. Who the hell is Ben White in the world of football? Like, some nobody. Odegaard, if he was so good as Arteta in fans say, would have stayed at Real Madrid. Tavares is a left back that hates defending and lazy as crap. Ben White missed the ball playing. Is simply not good enough. Lampard, Arteta, yeah, the way you writ that is mad, bro. Northside, at the moment, we don't have any better pairing at centre back than Ben White and Gabriel, so we can't drop them. And whose fault is that? And whose Bucadia fault is that? Your manager, because your manager is the one that decided to get Saliba out there. Your manager is the one that let Callum Chambers go, which was the right decision, but didn't replace him. Your manager is the one that the only other defensive option is Rob Holding. Your manager, yeah, is what's got rid of Pablo Mauri. Do you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we're in this situation, it's his fault. It's his fault. You're already telling me that we can't drop him, yeah, which obviously means that he should be dropped. What about Saliba? Why is he out on loan for? Oh, he needs more experience. Oh, okay. But Gabriel and Ben White are young, but they don't need experience. But Saliba needs experience. Like, it makes no sense, man. Like, Saliba needed more experience. Okay, cool. So why is Saka and Martinelli not out on loan then? If it's all about, because if you're young, you need experience, why are they not out on loan then? Do you know what I'm saying? And why is he buying youth projects like Lukonga and Tavares then? If these players need more experience, like, get out of here, man. Like, it's all nonsense. It's all absolute nonsense. It doesn't make no sense. 2 players and our season's over. Yeah, that's the history of Arsenal. Northside, you got 80 mil in the summer. Who's signing and who you selling? I'm signing Darwin Núñez. Who am I selling? Xhaka. I'm selling Tavares. I'm selling Ben White. I'm selling Odegaard. Yeah. See how much money I get for them and then recoup and then buy again. Even Xhaka, as much as we need an upgrade on Xhaka, him and Partey is the best we have right now. And I see every week people say drop Xhaka. I don't understand what people are watching. Bruv, are you actually serious right now? Like, he is the best we have because your manager chose it to be that way. Who's the one that chose to put Guendouzi out on loan? Whose fault was that? Do we not have Elneny on the bench that can play as well? He doesn't have to play. Do you know what I'm saying? Who decided to put Torreira out there as well? Who decided these things? Well, were you telling me Xhaka's better than him? Xhaka's better than Torreira. Xhaka's better than Elneny. Xhaka's better than Guendouzi. This is what I'm saying. So I don't want to hear it. Like, he made these problems. Why the hell is Xhaka the best solution? Why is it that we only have Thomas Partey as a CDM? Why is it? Like, it's ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, the way people don't see that, like. Who is better that we have at centre back? Saliba, but your manager just decided to put him out on loan. So now we've got Ben Shite. Our defence is no better than last season's. We are 5 goals off conceding as many as last season. There you go. But apparently, defence is fixed. Don't worry about it, guys. Defence is fixed. Yeah? He's fixed the defence. Yeah, really. Fix the defence. 2 defenders, Tavares and Ben White, both of them. Their strongest assets, their strongest parts to their game is actually not even defending. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's not a project. It's a project. Well, this is it. Bellingham got cancelled by Edu. It was already done. Fans deluded if they think we're signing world-class players if we finish 4th. What world-class players are going to want to come in? What world-class players? Because world-class players are going to already be in the Champions League team. So why are they going to want to come in? I've said this before and I'll say it again. The only way we can attract players is if we attract mercenaries. And if we attract mercenaries, we're going to go down Man United route. We're going to get players like Ozil, players that are going to be more than happy to be here just to collect a wage, and they don't care about busting a gut because we'll pay them stupid wages that they know they can't find anywhere else, and then they're going to sit on their ass and on their laurels, and they don't care. Why start Xhaka when he concedes too many stupid fouls, receiving too many stupid yellows and red cards, and constantly costing the team points? He also knows the game down way too much. What's this? Northside, stop. That was too funny, my G. Laugh hurt my side. Dog pound, we're taking over. Hey, Northside, the Palace result was disgraceful but unsurprising. That's why I don't ever get carried away when we go on these insignificant runs. Arsenal can never capitalize. Pressure is on. 100% facts, bro. 100% facts. And that's why I never get too excited. As much as we complain about Xhaka's mistakes, him and Partey is the best pairing we have on the field, bro. And that's a fact. What's also a fact is your manager is the one that made us have them only as our best pairing at the club. Yeah? Because he outcast Guendouzi. Yeah? And then we got Torreira out there. So, really and truly, whose fault is that? The injuries to Tierney and Partey have the potential to derail our season. Our lack of depth is being brutally exposed. I don't even think it is to derail, because to me, I don't really give 2 cracks about top 4. But what annoys me is like how many people just felt like, oh, top 4, we're going to get top 4. It's like, for me, the season was already done and derailed when we got out the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. And yeah, for me, the season was already done. Like, I could already see that we're dead. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I get what you're saying, bro. I get what you're saying. Big up to you, bro. Thanks for the comment. Northside, check the table. GA and GS, 2 teams in the bottom half are on par with us. Oh my God. Please, you're going to depress me even more, bro. To bang, the project needs top centre forward like Tony, quality, overlapping right back like Livramento Lamptey, and a final action specialist number 8 like De Bruyne. Do you actually see this manager doing that? Because if you don't, then it is what it is. Add that depth and we'll compete. I don't see that happening. I really don't. But listen, that's just my opinion. We'll see who's right. We'll see who's right. Burnley beat Everton 3-2. The Toffees are going down. Listen, you know what? Yeah, with Everton, it was long overdue. Everton has spent £500 million. Everton has spent a lot of money, man. Everton has spent a lot of money. They bought that Bernard. They bought a lot of players, man. A lot of players. A lot of money been wasted. I remember when they bought Iwobi from us. I was thinking, these guys, their scouts must be shit, because Iwobi is uma porcaria of a player. Just not intelligent in the final third. They bought a lot of players, man. And I remember when they bought also André Gomes, which is a Portuguese midfielder. I know he got that breaking leg situation and stuff like that, but he was never good enough. They bought him from Barcelona. You know, I've seen some of the decisions that Everton have made, and I'm just like, your scouting is not great. And I think Digne left. I think Digne left them now. I think he went to Aston Villa. I thought he was a decent player. It's like, I just don't really get them. I mean, Yerry Mina, they got Yerry Mina, he was all right. I mean, the whole thing with James being there just looked like he didn't really care. He just went there for a payday and just got bored and just didn't really like the club and didn't even know when match days were up. So Everton has been making stupid mistakes for a long time. And now, you know, the chickens have come to roost and it is what it is. Now the pucaria that they've created is there. I mean, they had Usmanov that was also, he was once, you know, part of the Arsenal board. He had shares in Arsenal and stuff. Not enough to, you know, really influence Arsenal. And I thought he'd do a madness at Everton. And money's definitely been put there, but it seems like, you know, that it's been mismanaged and they haven't really been smart in their recruitment. They've overpaid for players, overpaid them contracts. And yeah, and they've just really signed duds and players that are more mercenaries than anything else. Than leading Everton to silverware and trophies. So it is what it is. I think Lampard as well, he's just not good enough. And I think that if Mikel Arteta was given an Everton role, he would do the same thing that Everton, because at Everton, you're not the biggest fish, you're not the best, you're not the best, you're not, you know, you're not the big boy, you know, you're not spending, you know, elite amount of money. You're not having a, you know, 300 million to spend in one transfer window or 200 million to spend. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, on one transfer window, and he's been exposed. And I think Arteta would be exposed in the same situation. Give him a team in a level of Everton. That's what he'll do. He'll get you down to relegation. And that's why I said, when people are mugging off, yeah, when they're mugging off Unai Emery over there at Villarreal, I said, well, would this manager do any better at Villarreal? Would he be able to win them the Europa League? No, he wouldn't, because tactically he's inept. Yeah, tactically he's inept. But that team, they don't spend as much as Arsenal, so he doesn't have that advantage of spending as much as he can spend here at Arsenal. This is what I'm saying. Not good enough. Not good enough. Northside, what do you think of Darwin Núñez' performance against Liverpool? Do you rate him? I feel he would be a good addition to us up. Get him in. Get him in. The thing is, yeah, Benfica have been sinking. Benfica have been dead for a while, so you can't just put it all on him. But listen, get him in, man. Darwin Núñez, get him in. Literally as simple as that. Get him in. He can hold up the ball. He can put people into play. He's very good at reading the game. He's a good clinical finisher. Get him in. He's worth a goal. I mean, listen, he can't be as bad as Lacazette. Get him in. The mentality is fixed. Arteta fans say, stop slapping. The mentality is fixed, Arteta fans say. Getting slapped on a Monday like a Sunday booty call. I very much doubt it. I predicted a draw, but that was a disgusting embarrassment and was not the first time. United buy superstars to sell shirts and gain more fans. So Saliba has never played in the Prem, and we have no clue how he's going to perform. And do we think he won't make mistakes too? For fans, the best player is the one who never plays. Let me tell you this. When you don't create competition at your club, people become comfortable. Yeah? Which is why there's been times this season that Saka's been able to drop stinkers. And he will continue to drop stinkers because he doesn't have no one that's going to take his place. The same thing with our centre-backs. Ben White knows he can make as many mistakes as he wants. There's no one on the bench, you know, taking him off of the starting lineup. And that's where you create complacency in the team because everyone is comfortable. Well, not everyone. Certain players are comfortable. Gabriel now dropping stinkers. No one to replace him. So as much as I've never seen him in the Premier League, I've seen enough of Ben White to see that he's not good enough. So I'd rather give Saliba the chance. Yeah? And even if Saliba's not good enough, you need competition in the team. And when Ben White is playing, no matter what he does, even though he's dropping stinkers after stinkers, because he was doing these mistakes he did against Crystal Palace, against Watford. I always have to refer to Watford because that game stands at me so clear. But because we won, people forget. We leaked 2 goals. He was to blame. Sissoko barged him off the ball. I don't see Saliba doing that. But listen, I might be wrong, but give the boy a chance. I mean, we got the player. You're going to have to play him sooner or later, so play him. But whatever Saliba does doesn't take away from how bad Ben White is playing or how bad Gabriel is playing. So what are you talking about? Whether he's the guy or not, we all know that at the moment, Ben White is not it. So it's irrelevant. Your point is irrelevant. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. There is a comment on these channels saying that if Saliba needs experience, then so Arteta, he should get a loan move out to get experience. Yeah, I saw that, man. That was hilarious. Exactly. Even Palace wouldn't buy Odegaard and White. So you wouldn't start Elneny over Xhaka north side. So you want to start Elneny over Xhaka north side? Yeah. I'll tell you exactly why. First of all, Elneny doesn't make stupid mistakes, literally not even leading to goal, giving the opposition the open goal to score. Yeah. First of all. Second of all, defensively, he's levels above Xhaka. Defensively. Third of all, Xhaka only plays backwards and sideways. When does Xhaka ever spark the start of a counter-attack? So Elneny can do that. He can play backwards, sideways. So when you look at the two, yeah, Elneny is a more complete player. Elneny is more reliable, yeah? And I care more about reliability than somebody that's a calamity like Xhaka. What does Xhaka bring? What does Xhaka bring to the team? Because I'm not saying no Xhaka boom when he used to hit the ball top bins. I ain't seen a Xhaka boom goal for ages. Yeah, I ain't seen that in years. I ain't seen any stability. He's not a creative midfielder like Cazorla. You know what I'm saying? So, what does he bring? The fact that you find that funny, I find funny because I don't know what you're seeing of Xhaka that you think that makes him so much better than Elneny. Elneny is a more reliable player. Now, am I saying Elneny is a be or end or no? Because I want Elneny gone as well because he's not good enough for my club. But when you're looking at the two, I'd rather him. I didn't see Xhaka start anything, create anything at all against Crystal Palace. Yeah. Well, Elneny could have played the same defensive role Xhaka was playing. I don't get it, bro. I don't know. I really don't know what you're on about. Sorry, Northside. When I type, I get carried away. Forget. Don't worry, bro. Don't worry. Don't worry, bro. I rate Saliba as well, but let's slow down and not think he won't make mistakes as well. He's another player, bro. Bro, players always make mistakes, but do you learn from your mistakes? I ain't seen Ben White learning from his mistakes. I've been calling out these mistakes since the start of the season. So no player is ever, away from criticism or can never make a mistake. What I'm saying is you're making this argument like it's ridiculous to put Saliba into this team, or if Saliba wasn't here, that he wouldn't go straight into the starting lineup. As it stands, yes, he would. So what were we talking about? Oh, because Saliba won't ever not make any mistakes, let's just continue with Ben White. And this is why we stay in mediocrity, because we don't make our players accountable. We make excuses for them. Oh, but Saliba would make excuses. I don't care. I don't care if Saliba would make mistakes. It is what it is. People, I'm going to quickly read some comments and then I'm going to sign out because we're almost coming up to 2 hours. That stupid song Arsenal fans sing is embarrassing. We realistically need 8 signings of high quality if we're going to be able to compete next season. Will it happen? Probably not. Gracie May, good evening. Good evening, Gracie. Gracie's getting a couple of good evenings. Where's the link? I put the link out, bro. I did put the link out earlier. Sorry, I only saw your comment now. Tomorrow I will be doing the match preview. And Chike, I'll definitely put the link up tomorrow, innit? I know you're in America, innit? So yeah, I'll probably be around the same time, 7:45, probably 8 o'clock tomorrow. I'm gonna do the match preview for the Brighton, and then I'll put the link in again. I put the link in. No one looked like they wanted to jump on, so I just kind of allowed it, innit? But tomorrow, bro, if you're around tomorrow for the preview, it's gonna start here 8 o'clock UK time. And yeah, man, try and jump on, and I'm definitely I'll keep putting the link out there, and I'll let you jump on, bro. Northside, I will pop you a message tomorrow about sorting out mods. Thank you, Gracie. Listen, mod us Northside. I definitely will, bro. We'll definitely be getting the mod sorted out tomorrow with Gracie. Ben Shite is absolutely shite. Look at the first goal. I feel like I have to educate Arsenal fans. Northside, I do want Saliba in the team. To be honest, I wish he was here, but as well, I think we don't need to kill the player because we have Saliba coming back. Okay, Arsenal is the only club that rewards mediocrity and underachievement. That's a fact. Danny Ceballos coming in for Madrid. He came to Arsenal for a 2-season holiday because he certainly wasn't playing football in London. I will hop on for the match preview if you want. Yeah, Gracie, tomorrow. Yeah, make sure. Yeah, jump on for the match preview. 100%. Come on, man. You're always welcome here. You're always familiar. You already know how it is, man. Northside, great stream, bro. I've got to go. I'm on a night shift. Big up to you, Craig, man. You're another real one. Northside. Let me say this. Do you know Gabriel has made just as much mistakes as Ben White? And I love Gabriel, but I don't see the same energy for Gabriel, honest. Not from you, but from our fans in general. Well, this is what I'm saying. Like, I condemn Gabriel, to be honest, but I actually think that Gabriel isn't actually a bad defender. I feel like Gabriel has been making some stupid mistakes, but I've seen Gabriel be dominant in the air. I've seen Gabriel have solid games. I've seen Gabriel read the game. I've seen that from him, even though I've seen mistakes. So when I see mistakes, I will say that I've seen Gabriel make mistakes and I'll criticize that. But at the same time, I'm not going to act like I've never seen Gabriel have good games. I'm yet to see Ben White have a good game. I'll be real. I'm yet to see Gabriel be dominant in the air or have a defensive awareness that Gabriel has had at times, or read the game, or do you know what I'm saying? Impose himself. I'm yet to see that. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'll say. But listen, Gabriel is just as much in the mud as Ben White. 100% I'll hop on for it. Big up Gracie. Big up to all of you lot. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're always notified every time I drop a video. This week, obviously, I'm working. I'm trying to drop one every week. Make sure you tune in tomorrow at 8, where I'll do the match preview with me and Gracie, and I'll open the lines up. It'll be a call-in show, match preview, for the Brighton match on Saturday. And without further ado, we're out, Kadamba.